Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence.
That's right. Let me just break that down. It says mortify your members, man, and that means to kill, basically. You know, and your members basically talking about your flesh, man, because Paul even talked about the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. So even though you have a willing mind, you want to serve the Most High with rigor, you know, and with all faith and sincerity, man. This flesh is hell, man. It's gonna always, it's a war. It's a constant war between the spirit and the flesh, man. But then when you see them demons coming on, and when it seems that the flesh is getting the upper hand, you gotta pray, man. You gotta fast if that's what you need to do, man. You gotta fight, man. The scripture says contend for the faith, man. That word contend means to fight. And that's a part of fight, man, meaning fight with the works of the flesh, man. Basically, doing things that's pleasurable to the flesh, man. Go ahead,
definition for concubinage too.
Go ahead.
This is concubinage. It's in the Greek it's epithumia. And the definition is to desire, craving, longing, shalakia. Desire for what is forbidden, lust.
Forbidden fruit, lust, man. So, you know, like, it seemed like it may be the Shabbat, and that's the horniest time when you're around your woman. You're like, damn, fuck, man.
Yeah.
But you gotta have it in the back of your mind, man. If I make this move, man, that might be my last move, man. So you have to take this thing sincerely, man, and understand the power and respect the power of the Most High, man. Fear the power of the Most High, man. You know? That's when you basically defeating that battle against the flesh, man, and those evil concupiscences, man. Like the brother just broke down beautifully in that definition. Yeah, I'm gonna scratch that. Go back to that silhouette. And you still holding that? You holding something?
Yeah, I was holding. So just a little quick.
Okay.
One of the ways to do the things that the brother is talking about is to be patient. If you learn how to be patient, you can conquer a lot of things in life. Life will go a lot more smoother for you. But I'm gonna read this quick precept. James chapter 5, verse 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of Yahweh, or Yahweh Shah. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruits of the earth, and hath long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah draweth nigh.
Yeah, it says be patient and establish your heart, meaning prepare your mind, man. Because Noah, you got to think about great men, because the scriptures talk about in Romans 15, the things which were written aforetime were written for our learning. So an example of Noah, he was out preaching over 100 years, man.
I was about to say, yeah.
I can't fathom being out here in my 40s, man. But what if the Most High have it such, man? You got to be established in your heart, meaning established in your mind to go for the long haul, by however long it takes, man. That's a part of being patient, man, and waiting on the deliverer, man. Ain't nothing moving until the quarterback come back, man. We gotta wait on the quarterback, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
whenever he decides, whenever the Most High decides to send him back, and it's all according to prophecy, we gonna have to wait.
Yep.
Now we know according to prophecy that hopefully, we hope the wait ain't that much longer, but we have to be established in our mind to go for the long haul, man. That's the point, you know? That's part of having faith, man, is being patient, man. Wait.
I just want to read that definition of patient. The Greek word is makrothumeo, and that means to be of a long spirit, not to lose heart. Sometimes when you're doing something like you always on Facebook, that shows a sign of you losing heart and losing patience. You starting to let this world get the best of you. You need to put that off. You need to, if somebody's telling you, then you need to take heed of that. And sometimes, like the brother was talking about earlier, tearing you down, sometimes it's good to be torn down. Because somebody's ripping off that weak flesh.
Exactly.
But if you're not going to do it yourself, then it's beautiful that you got a brother in your life that'll do it for you.
That's right.
Because you should be doing it yourself. You should be tearing off that weak flesh yourself.
About to make a quick point on what you just said. What the brother just said about like tearing down to build back up. You know, you think of like when you work out. You know, when you're working out, man, you're tearing down all that. You're tearing down your muscles for whenever you come back, you're gonna come back a lot stronger, man. Your muscles gonna be bigger. You know, you're gonna be stronger in certain areas. That's the whole thing.
That's right, bro.
That's right. To persevere patiently and bravely in enduring misfortunes and troubles.
Yeah, and that word persevere, a coach always told me back in the day, perseverance doesn't start until something gets hard.
That's right.
So, right in the midst of when shit really starts hitting the fan in this place, man, that's when our faith is gonna be tested, man. That's when it's gonna be manifested who the true men of the Lord are. When you're gonna have to actually persevere. See, right now, I mean, things are relatively easy, man. The only requirement is to come out, teach the word, you know, keep the laws that we can keep to the best of our ability, read, study, put up videos. But it's gonna come to a point, man, where the hour of temptation, all these different things like the RFID microchip, all these different mechanisms, man, these are gonna be presented to us, man. And that's when we're gonna have to persevere, man. That's when that faith is really gonna be tested, man. Is it more, brother?
It's a little bit more. Second definition, to be patient in bearing the offenses and injuries of others, to be mild and slow in avenging, to be long-suffering, slow to anger, and slow to punish. And the last thing I wanted to point out is this word is a verb. So being that it's a verb, it's an action word. So you're gonna have to, you're actually doing something. When you're being patient, you're doing something. It ain't about just sitting there, I'm patient. I'm patient at the light. You know what I mean? You're actually doing something. You're working on something.
Exactly. Because right now, we showing patience right now because everything starts off spiritually before it manifests to the physical, man. Like we want to put our hands on these people and execute the Most High's judgment. But right now, we're battling with the it's a spiritual warfare right now. So we're battling with the word. So we're patiently battling with the word. We ain't just patiently sitting back in a room sipping tea, right. You know? We actually patiently doing the work, Most High's work, man. Even though we out doing the action word through diligence and faith, this is still part of showing patience, and we having to wait because we can't actually physically do what we want to do, man.
That's right. When those homosexuals come up, the way that you feel like you want to take some sort of wrath out on them, but the action that you're really doing is being patient.
That's right, brother.
You're being patient. It's an action. You're doing something. Or not doing something, however you want to word it.
That's right, brother.
When they come up, all in your face, poking at you, sometimes even touching you, you're doing something. You're being patient.
Right.
You're waiting on the Lord in those instances.
Matter of fact, hold Jeremiah 16:16. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
Sirach 16:22. Who can declare the works of his justice?
That's right. Who can declare the works of his justice, man? Who can declare the works of his justice, man? So the Most High, he's a supremely just power, man. Meaning he's going to be completely justified in bringing the all-out destruction of this sinful kingdom, man.
Yep.
It's something called indignation, man.
That's right.
What's indignation mean, brothers? Righteous anger, man. Go ahead, brother.
That's right. Who can declare the works of his justice? Who can endure them?
Who can endure them, man? Because this brother, Yarala, he brought out a beautiful lesson, man, on the fear of the Most High. And how before the Most High basically made his name Yahweh known, he was known as Al-Ashadja. Which Al-Ashadja means like a terrible demon-like power, man. So who can know that type of power, man? Go ahead, brother.
For his covenant is afar off, and the trial of all things is in the end.
And this is the hope that we have to look forward to, man. Matter of fact, read that again. That's one of my favorite lines, man.
For his covenant is afar off, and the trial of all things is in the end.
And the trial of all things is in the end, man. So all this hell, all this affliction, all these people coming up scoffing, gainsaying, you know, lying, slandering, all that BS that people coming up doing because they know we gotta patiently wait on the Lord, man.
That's right.
It says, read it again because I don't want to misquote it, man, and I'll break it down.
Read the whole verse again?
Just that last part. The trial is in the end.
For his covenant is afar off, and the trial of all things is in the end.
So the trial of all things is in the end, man. So the end is here, man. Basically, when the biggest I told you so on the planet Earth comes to pass and we gonna be laughing heartily, like it says in Proverbs, the 1st chapter.
That's right.
When that comes to pass, when we see your destruction draweth near, man, that's when we gonna be like, damn, it was worth going
That's
through
right,
all
brother.
that, man.
That's right, brother.
Going through all this,
point.
man. You know, sacrificing everything in this world, man, it was worth it, man.
That's
The
right.
Most High made it worth our while, man. That's the reward that we looking for, man.
Isn't there a scripture that says in the Apocrypha, roughly paraphrasing, that it's pretty much it's good for a righteous man to see the fall of his enemy?
God,
That's right.
You see her in the
You know what I
25th
mean?
chapter?
That's right.
That's when we see that, man, like Proverbs, the 1st chapter, man. When all hell and the calamity start breaking loose on these niggas out here, man, on everybody else that want to scoff and gainsay about the men of the Lord, man, we gonna be rejoicing, man. You know who else gonna be laughing, man? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right? So all these people that's trying to play games, man, that, you know what, keep playing your games, man.
God.
Just keep doing what you gotta do. Because when shit hits the fan, and when you crying, we gonna be laughing and rejoicing. When you hungry, we gonna be eating.
I can say this. That's why you got big ass Negroes giving out free hugs to police department right now, man. Bro, you 6'3", 220 pounds, giving law enforcement free hugs? You know, you gotta ask yourself something. Shit ain't so funny, man.
Right.
Like I say, man, I be on the net. I see what's going on out there.
God.
Shoot up a prayer for Dallas. Shoot up a prayer for Baton Rouge. No need to, because the Most High is in control of that. Our people just play too damn much. Because people scoff, but they doing it in a more subtle stance right now. Like they really still not getting the fact you can get your damn teeth kicked in or your damn brains blown out. People are getting killed in America, have been, especially these people right here. You been getting your ass knocked off. But you keep playing. No, black lives don't matter. Yes, you at the bottom of the barrel. Yes, you ain't shit. And that's what this brother is beautifully breaking down, man. And the scriptures back us up, first and foremost.
You already got it right.
Matter of fact, I want him to get this real quick. Read that again first and then get that. And then you can get your precept and then I'll come back to you.
Sirach 6:22, starting in the middle, at the end, I'll say.
Right.
For his covenant is afar off, and the trial of all things